Have yourself a merry little Christmas. What's going on, you guys? What is going on? Oh my God. Okay. I hate it when my camera is messed up like this. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me sit this the right way. Okay. The right way. So it won't. There we go. Ooh, it's even worse now. There we go. What's going on, you guys? What's going on, you guys? What is going on, you guys? I am your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a random ass live because I didn't drop no videos yesterday. I didn't do any videos yesterday. I was trying to give me some rest yesterday. I spent a little time yesterday. So, we here in the building tonight, y'all. And I just wanted to get on here and just talk a little shit to y'all, just talk about a little stuff with y'all and things like that. It don't never hurt when I get on here and I talk to the Scotty gang from time to time. And, I'm probably going to do another live for like my 2025 recap and stuff like that. So, I wanted to do my Keisha Cole family drama live tonight, but I decided I'd just do it tomorrow. It'd be best that I do it tomorrow. But how y'all been though? Like, how have y'all been? Christmas just ain't Christmas to me no more. Just to be honest, it's not. But I still try to find a way to like really make it worth my while. If you ask me, like I do try to find a way to celebrate Christmas and still, have my head on. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. That's just it. That's just all. You feel what I'm saying? So, but let me look at some of the comments right now. Let me look at what some of y'all are saying. It says, I just found your channel, but I love your personality and your content. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. It's always a blessing when people find my content for the first time and they tell me how much they love my personality. And sometimes it be kind of crazy because I be like, girl, where have you been? I've been here, girl. Where have you been, girl? You feel what I'm saying? But that's just pretty much just that. So thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Like I said, every time I see her, I just be loving it because I'm loving it because she been here from the very beginning. She was one of my very first moderators, so I always love seeing Michelle's daughter up in here. Let me see. What else is being set up? She said, I know I'm selfish, but I miss the days when it was just 10 of us in the chat. I know you do, but we on to the bigger and better things now, honey. Now it's like hundreds of people in the chat, sometimes thousands. But that just goes to show you how much we've grown over the last couple of years. Thank you for the super chat, Tessa. I love me some Tessa, honey. I love me some Tessa. Merry Christmas. Thanks for keeping me thoroughly entertained. Like, let me tell y'all, like, I really enjoy what I do, okay? Now, sometimes the people might get on my goddamn nerves. You know what I mean? But I enjoy doing what I do. I really love what I do. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, Jeremy. He cannot stop talking about the fact that Jamar got him a PS5 for Christmas, child. Like, he cannot stop talking about that. But let me tell y'all, I really love that for Jamar and Jeremy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoy that for Jamar and Jeremy. And since he's in here, and it's Christmas, I'm gonna go ahead and say something real quick. Just have a moment of honesty and transparency, right? Thank you for the super chat, Michelle's daughter, the $9.99 super chat. When Jeremy and Jamar first got together, I was so like skeptical. I wasn't the biggest fan of them getting together at first. You feel what I'm saying? But in the same thing, in the same breath, it was me being selfish, mainly because I did not want to lose my best friend, child. Me and Jamar been in here, been together for like, what, 12 or 13 years and shit like that. And it was just kind of weird, like seeing him in the space that he was in when he got with Jeremy. And the thing about it was, Jeremy really do make Jamar happy. I haven't seen Jamar this happy in quite some time now. So just to see the way he is with Jeremy and the way that Jeremy loves on him and the way that Jamar loves on Jeremy. Nobody knew that they would be a couple. Who knew that 2 years ago when I first brought everybody together for the chasing panel that we would have these two be a couple. No one ever knew that that was going to happen. But it was just something that I had to get used to, because I've never been a fan of my friends dating my other friends. That just ain't never been something that I was ever a fan of. But it's not about me. You feel what I'm saying? It's about them, and it's about what makes them happy. And if the two of them make each other happy, then that's all that matters. And I just see the way that they love on each other. And um they're inspirational, I must say that. So I'm not even mad at them getting together. I just know that at the very beginning, I wasn't too thrilled about it. I'm like, this bitch gonna come in and take my best friend from me. This bitch gonna come in and take my best friend from me. But that's not what happened. You know what I mean? It's just, I love them together. I've grown to love them together. You know what I mean? And I'm very protective over Jamar. And I know how it's been for them, for Jamar, and how he's wanted love for so long and how he's seen all these disappointments. So when I saw them make each other their person, I was very, very, me and Jeremy even had a whole conversation with me at the very beginning of when they first started dating. And, at first I didn't understand why Jeremy came to me, because I felt like it's really not my place and it ain't none of my motherfucking business. But now, the more that things continue, I understand why. I understand why. So, I love them both. And I've grown to love Jeremy a lot more than I did before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna start crying. I feel like I'm gonna cry, and I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not gonna be crying over somebody else's relationship. But I love them, and I remember I had went out of town earlier this year, and I had came back distraught, and it was them two that was there for me. And Jeremy is the type of person that'll make you cry. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really cry like that. Like, I have to cry when I had enough, or I just can't take it no more, and when I'm angry about something. And in this case, I'm not angry about anything. These are just like, it's just a lot of I just love to see them happy, and that's it. And then the thing is, I be knowing about stuff that the other one don't know about. Like, I knew what Jeremy was getting Jamar for Christmas. I knew what I knew what Jeremy was getting Jamar for Christmas. I knew what Jamar was getting Jeremy for Christmas. And so it's the fact that they both come to me and they trust me enough to know about certain things that they're doing for the other is amazing. And I appreciate them for just allowing me to be there for them. So I love y'all. I love Jamar and Jeremy, and it's amazing. And I think what has happened is that it's made me and Jeremy more closer than we were before. Now, there are times where Jeremy might get on my motherfucking nerves, but I still love him. He's like a little brother to me. So I appreciate what he brings to my life, and I appreciate what he brings to Jamar's life. So shout out to Jamar and Jeremy. Let me shut up before I start crying again. Hey Scotty, I'm coming to your house so we can have a Christmas shot together. I would love to have a shot. But however, let me tell y'all, last night, Bando was here last night. Bando literally just left about like 3 hours ago. We spent Christmas Eve and most of Christmas Day together. And Bando was here. He came by the house a little later on, like around like 8 or 9 o'clock last night. He brought his bags and stuff. And because we don't have no family here, we spent it together. And so just like we did for Thanksgiving, we spent, because we don't have no family here, we spent it for Thanksgiving. Carl was with his man, Jamar was with his, Tramiel is with his. So, what are we gonna do? So we got together. Now, let me tell y'all, I ordered Pizza Hut because I can't cook like that. The only thing that I know how to cook is a fucking burger and some good ass tacos. That's all I know how to cook right now. So, we hung out and he went outside to take a smoke, right? So while I was coming down the stairs, I tumbled down the fucking stairs yet again. And Bando came back in the house and he was like, "Are you okay?" Bando said, "Are you good? Like, did you fall?" I said, "Yep." Let me tell y'all, this whole thigh is like on fire. It's still on fire from yesterday. Like, I hurt myself so bad falling down them damn steps. But however, we had a great time last night. We fell asleep in the living room and stuff like that. So then this morning he had us watching horror movies. And I'm just like, why are we watching Saw on Christmas Day? Why are we watching Saw on Christmas Day? That is not a movie that you watch on Christmas Day. Why are we watching Saw? You know what I mean? Child, was you high? I wasn't high this time. I was drunk. Hey, JT. I was just like, why are we watching Saw? And then it's like Bando kept finding all these damn horror flicks for us to watch. And I'm just like, why aren't we watching like Home Alone? Why aren't we watching Home Alone? Why aren't we watching This Christmas? Hell, why aren't we watching Soul Food? Why are we watching these damn horror films? I can't even watch that shit because I be legit scared and I have nightmares and shit. And I had fell asleep. I was leaning up against him or something like that. I think I was laid up under him. And then I had fell asleep. And the next thing you know, I jumped up and I was like, and he was like, "What the fuck wrong with you?" And I was like, I don't know. And I think we watched Jurassic Park, I believe. I'm like, why are we watching this? And then he cooked breakfast this morning, which was, I wasn't expecting him to do that. He cooked breakfast this morning and it was good. It was real good. He cooked breakfast this morning. I went to the store, got him a little Black and Mild and shit. Went up there and got some damn some juice and stuff for us to have with the breakfast. It was pretty good. Like, I had a decent Christmas. Like, we really spent most of the Christmas in the living room, like watching movies and stuff, and just enjoying each other's company. Like, he left not too long ago because he got to work a double tomorrow. So he had left, and he ain't want to go, and I ain't want to go either. I ain't want him to go, and he ain't want to go. But it was okay. But my Christmas turned out to be okay. You know, it turned out to be all right. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of down and out because I wanted to go home for Christmas. Like, that's what I wanted to do. As a matter of fact, it was Bando's idea to go home for Thanksgiving. And I was going to do that. But when I put in my PTO for Thanksgiving, they wouldn't let me off. So I was stuck here. I couldn't go home. Jamar was going to visit his mom. So it was just like, what are we going to do? And that's, Bando came here for Thanksgiving. Of course, we already know what happened Thanksgiving night. I crashed out on Thanksgiving night, so whatever. But I had cooked tacos Thanksgiving night. And I was scared because Bando has never had not a drop of my cooking before. And one thing about it, Bando had fixed 2 tacos. Then he went back for seconds. So that's how I knew I did something right. Then he woke up the next morning, told me good morning, went downstairs and made another batch of tacos. I'm like, oh yeah, I must have put my foot in the motherfucking tacos, bitch. But that's the thing. We spent Thanksgiving together, although we was gonna go home because we had it all planned out. He had it planned out on what we was gonna do, when we was gonna leave, when we was gonna come back to Atlanta. All that, he had it all planned out, but it didn't happen the way that we wanted to because I couldn't get off. So he said, "Well, just see if you could get off for Christmas, and then we'll try to figure that out too." So I tried to get off for Christmas, but my produce manager was getting off for Christmas, so I couldn't be off. So I was just like, so yeah, that's the reason why we had to stay here in Atlanta. Because I wanted to go home. I wanted to see my mama, all that other good stuff. He wanted to see my mama. She wanted to cook and shit. You know, it's crazy. But, you know, I miss, you know, nobody ever told me how how um how living away from home was really gonna be. Like, yeah, it's great. It has helped me a whole lot with my mental and things of that nature. Like, it has definitely helped me out a lot. But at the same point in time, when the holidays are around, it's hard. Cause I didn't go home last year for the holidays. Like, I didn't have no more PTO for one, because I had to use up my PTO before I transferred. Number two, I came back home to vote that November. I took a flight. I flew back to Mississippi to go vote because I wasn't registered as a voter here yet. I didn't get to register as a voter until February. Came back home, came back here. So I couldn't come home for Thanksgiving because I had already left. For Christmas, I couldn't come home for Christmas either. And so that was the and then and then last Christmas, me and Bando had already separated by then. So I definitely was here alone and didn't have nothing to do and stuff like that for Christmas. Cause we wasn't even in the togetherness phase or dating anymore around Christmas time. We probably was like 2 weeks separated by Christmas. So that was sad within itself. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it turned out to be better this time. I had a better holiday this time. This sounds like more than a situationship. This is really a whole relationship. I heard Bendo say my man on the show, but kept saying no relationship. We ain't that crazy. Well, since you brought that up, y'all got to understand what y'all are watching on the show right now. This is stuff that happened in July. So right now we're watching the show, and this is what we were filming in July. Me and Bendo got back cool in June, right? So what you're watching is stuff. It's me and him getting back on a good note. Like, me and him are cool again. We're trying to rebuild a friendship first before we do anything else. So that's what y'all are seeing right now. By episode 6, that's where the turn of events turn around, and that's when things take a little turn around episode 6. Bandos start changing by episode 6, and it's a change for the better. And yeah, y'all will see that around episode 6. So hey, it is what it is. Merry Christmas, Miss Wanda. I appreciate you for tuning in. Just book a random flight to go see your people. You don't have to wait until the holidays. I know your mama is ready to see you at any given moment. Well, the last time I saw my mom, she came here for my book release, which means y'all are going to see my mama and Bando meet in person. You know what I mean? So that was the last time I saw her. I saw her in September. But remember, I flew home. I haven't been home since Mother's Day weekend. So I had popped up on her for Mother's Day weekend. She had no idea. Only my baby brother knew. And, it is what it is. Let me see. How many episodes? So there's going to be 8 episodes this season. 8 episodes, then a reunion, which I think is going to be one part, which I feel like it only needs one part. But it's just going to be, yeah, it's just going to be like an 8 episode season with a reunion, basically. You know. Y'all crazy. I love y'all. I just want to know what y'all are the most excited about seeing on the show while we're here, right? Let me tell y'all, I saw somebody in the comments and they said that they said in the comments, they was like, I hope that Scotty and Bando is not the topic of discussion for the rest of the season. So let me tell y'all, I think I can say this. Episode 3 was pretty much the last time it's gonna be Scotty and Bando relationship being talked about for the most of the episode. That's pretty much the last. Y'all gonna have a whole break from me and Bando from next episode on down till about episode 6 or 7. So y'all can, so I can just tell y'all now, y'all not gonna be annoyed with the Scotty and Bando talk. Y'all are gonna have a break from that from episode 4 on down to like episode 4, 5, and a little bit of 6. But yeah, y'all gonna get a break from it. Let me see. I'm loving the show right now, but I need JT to get a life. Let me tell y'all, JT don't care what y'all say about her. She don't give a damn about what y'all got to say about a child. She don't give a fuck. She don't care, but it's okay. Um, why does it come on so late all the time? Well, let me say this. It's not necessarily our fault. We have an editor who's new to this, so he's working hard to get it better because we know that the first 2 episodes were not perfect. And so a lot of it wasn't perfect, and then we didn't know certain things coming into it. So as y'all see, if you watched episode 3, it was much better. The audio was better, the pacing was better, the everything was better. Even the confessionals were better. So things, you see a little bit of a change, you know, but I think there's going to be a break this week. So next week, I think we're going to have a break in between episodes, in between episode 3 and 4. I think it will be a break, but so that'll give him a little bit of time to get everything together. Cause yeah, so we probably, I think it's gonna be a break between episode 3 and 4, like a week break, and then we gonna come back. I know I got to do my last round of confessionals Saturday, so I'm ready to get that over with too. But it's funny watching the show back. It's funny watching everything back. The Lone Spy, I think, is in downtown Atlanta, if I can remember correctly. Let me see. Yes, Miss Wanda, you gotta watch it, honey. I like seeing you expand your brand. Thank you, Norris. Those were my sentiments as well. This show shouldn't be built around your romantic relationship because none of us are camped out under you and Mr. Bando's bed. What else is going on? You'll see a lot more than just that. Where is Rex, Georgia? I know it's in the Atlanta metro area though, but I don't know where exactly it is at. The show is entertaining for sure. Oh, Tammy, I didn't even know you was watching. I need for you to tell me what you think, honey. I didn't even know you was watching it, honey. Okay, I did not know you were watching it. You look good in this episode's confessional. Shout out to Carl's boyfriend for styling me. Who was the hardest to work with on the cast? Okay, so y'all know I'm gonna keep it real now. When I say hardest to work with, like, just hear what I'm saying. And he know how I feel because I said it to him. So this ain't nothing new. But I will say it was DJ, my best friend DJ, because DJ had a whole lot of shit going on while we were filming. It was a lot going on in his life. There was certain things he really didn't want to discuss. It was just he was in like not in the best of places when we were filming, when we started filming. His life situation started getting better as we got towards the end of filming because it was so many things that DJ had wanted to do, but he had to cancel a lot of it because he couldn't do it. Like it was a lot going on with him that it was a lot going on with him that kind of kept him from showing up the way that we would have liked him to, in so many words. But you will see him on every damn episode. Because even though he didn't show up till episode 2, he was still able to make every single episode. I would be like, bitch, you gonna have to get up and film. Okay, like we need a scene from you. You need to get up and film. I don't care if you're just filming with me. Get up and film. You know what I mean? So that was a lot. So that's the only thing that made him kind of hard to work with just a little bit because he had his own stuff going on. So it was a lot of times where he couldn't make it or he couldn't show or he couldn't do something, but we still made it work overall. And I do think that with season 2, it'll be a better season for DJ. But he did when he was there, he did what he needed to do for the scenes. So shout out to DJ. Scotty, I would love to see more of your peers review the show for sure. Well, I do know that a lot of them are watching it. I do know a lot of them are watching it. They text me all the time and let me know that they watching child. Because I know for a fact Jamie is watching it. But all in all, I appreciate the support from everybody. Let me see. Where was I at? Do you have regrets or moments you want to take back, like redo? If you're talking about on the show, no. There's nothing that I want to take back. There's nothing that I regret talking about. It was some things I was afraid to talk about on the show. But I wound up talking about it and it kind of helped me heal in a way. It was some things that I was very much trying to talk about, but be very delicate when I talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? So like a lot of my family drama that I talked about, I know them bitches watching and they might feel some kind of way about some of the shit that I'm saying, but I don't care. This is a reality show and I'm telling my fucking story, so get over it. Everything was better in the last episode. The photographer is still trying to get you all centered so that we see you and who you're talking to in the same shot. Yeah, everything was better this episode, like everything. How do you feel about being one of the producers? So here's the thing about that. Like, I'm one of them type of like I have nothing to do with like the storyboard or nothing like that. Like I have nothing to do with that. But I have a lot to do with other things. Like confessionals, like confessional questions. I'm the one who came up with like the episode titles and the episode descriptions. I wrote all of that shit out. There may have been 2 episodes where hold on. This band don't text me now. There was a lot like there may have been one or two episodes where JT may have changed the title, because that first episode that was a title that JT came up with, because I had a working title but JT changed it and I felt like that was a better title. This episode 3 was a whole nother title, but JT changed it because she felt like it'll be more clean. if you get what I'm saying, it made because the title, if you want me to be real, the title was "Who Was You Fucking in Dallas?" That was the title of episode 3 at first, but she changed it to what she changed it to, which I appreciate. So I came up with the episode titles, and then I came up with the writing out the episode descriptions. I did all of that as we were filming. So I enjoy it. Your truth is your truth. It is, Tammy. It is. And people get so mad at me for telling my truth. I was feeling some type of way about Bando. JT did a good job of painting him as a shady player guy. Right. But I'm telling y'all gonna see a different side of Bando as the season progresses. Like what y'all are seeing right now is like the troll, the person that's always in some fuckery. That's what you see the first 3 episodes. But from episode 5 on down, you see other sides of Bando. Like you see the caring person, you see, the ride or die, you see a more gentle, more honest, he expressed a lot of things on camera, and and on top of that, his confessionals are fucking funny. Okay, it's fucking funny. All his confessionals are funny. So I think y'all should give him a chance because y'all gonna see a different side of him. I also like that the scene changes were a lot sooner and smoother. We can see that this is going to be something special. Thank you. Um, what's the biggest lesson you've taken from the experience of doing a reality show for the first time? Now, listen, I don't want to sound like I'm being shady to nobody. I promise you, I don't want to sound like I'm being shady to nobody. But this is just me being real. I've chosen not to look at no blog post about it. I've chosen not to look at no tea time videos about it. I've chosen not to do any of that because of the fact that certain platforms are just some certain people, the atmosphere and some of the people that are around certain platforms don't really dig me like that. So why would I subject myself to hearing certain things that some people are gonna say? You feel what I'm saying? So I've chosen to do that. I've chosen not to respond to anything about the show. I've chosen not to get upset about stuff on this show. I've chosen to let people think what they want. I already knew coming into this show, people were gonna judge me and Bando's relationship, was situationship. They was gonna judge that. They was gonna have their opinions about it. They were gonna have a microscope. They were gonna do all of that. I already knew that was gonna happen. So and I take it in stride. There's a lot of times where I want to say, well, that's not what that is. I cannot tell anybody how they're supposed to feel, but it is what it is. So one of the biggest lessons is that, and just paying people dust. Because I'm gonna tell y'all again, ever since I got on this show, the secret animosity that these bitches, these faggots have towards me, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. There's people out there that I already addressed in person and told them to their face that I'm on whatever you on. And then they say it ain't no problem. But then you get on a blog post about the show and you want to try to put me down. Which I didn't even know that the shit was said until somebody came back and told me that it was said. The hate for me that people got on the inside is definitely coming out now that I'm on this show. And I don't deserve that because I don't bother nobody. Like, I don't deserve that shit, but it happens. Yeah, and I haven't responded to none of the shade. The only time that I've responded to anything that has happened was when I did my interviews with YB and Really B, and I think Chef Dun Dun. I spoke about the stuff that happened with me and Cassadine. I spoke about the stuff that Reese been trying to do. I spoke about all of that. And then, Travis, we're coming up under them posts, trying to throw shade at me and stuff like that. When I literally saw him and I said, and he asked me, did we have a problem? And I said, I'm on whatever you on. And then we said that we ain't had no problem. So why is it that we still got issues? I don't understand these people. And the thing is, it wasn't even a real big deal. What really happened was like the man didn't like something I said when he was on the group chat. And I said something, I felt like he was being biased about Tamar. And then he came up in the comments and said, well, I said what I said, and you don't know what you talking about, and all this other shit. And I'm just like, okay, well, I said what I said when I put it in the comments. And from that moment on, I think he had unfollowed me and all that other bullshit. So it's just like, that's all I'm saying. Like, people be doing the most, and it don't even be all that. But I still ain't got no beef, child. I still ain't got no beef. It ain't really that. It ain't really nothing. Let me see. Scotty, you are so sweet. I would never understand the hate that people have for you. I don't get it. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I'll never do nothing. But I, like, in this web reality world, I literally don't be doing nothing to these bitches. Like, I literally don't. And they just come for me for whatever reason. It's crazy. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I be cussing JT ass out through my screen when she be trying. I'm tickled. I love how you and Campfire review shows based on what was shown and not personal feelings. A lot of bloggers can't separate personal feelings, and they can't. I can honestly say that they can't. Scotty, do you have a specific way you review the show? I love your reviews. Well, I don't review the show. Josiah and them reviews the show. The only reason why they haven't reviewed it is because of the lateness of the episode. So they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do about it. But they're reviewing it. JB is reviewing the show. It's a couple of other people that are reviewing the show. It's a couple of them. Not you pulling a Kiana and Chin Chicken help. Listen, I keep the same energy with everybody in person. I keep the same energy. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I keep the same energy with everybody. If we cool, we're gonna be cool when I see you. If we ain't cool, it could go either way. We don't talk at all. I don't say nothing to you. You don't say nothing to me. If you say something to me, then I'm gonna address you. Other than that, or maybe I might feel good, might be feeling myself one day, and I choose to address you in person. It could go either three ways. We don't speak at all. You want to say something to me, and I address what the fuck you've been saying, or the third thing is I make the first move and I address you first. So it is what it is, honey. That's why I don't like I said, I didn't even know that niggas was trying to throw shade up under like a TTB post until I was told about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I ain't looking at that shit at this point. You did send a DM. I'm hot now. Give me 1 second. Let me lift the window up just a little bit, y'all. But I'm glad y'all enjoying the show for the most part. Like, I'm loving that. Like, I love the fact that y'all are enjoying the show. Like, it's everything. I love it. What I miss? We checking somebody now. Dang, child, ain't nobody checking. I ain't thinking about that shit. It's really water off my back, honestly. Were you nervous about possibly losing friendships or the backlash that comes with being vulnerable for strangers? Well, see, here's the thing. Um, I'm nervous about episode 5. I'm very nervous about episode 5. It's like I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I revealed something about myself that at the time I had not even told my mama yet. And I just told my mama about it 2 to 3 weeks ago. And you know what I'm saying? That was hard enough as it is. And when that episode does come out, I'm definitely going live and I'm gonna talk about it. But I'm very nervous about this episode. I'm very nervous about the reaction to the episode. I'm very nervous about what people are going to say about the episode because I was very transparent, very vulnerable, and it took everything in me not to cry on that scene. It's a scene with me, Bando, and DJ. And I had to, out of everybody on the cast, if I had to choose anybody on the cast to do that with, it had to be Carl, Bando, or DJ. Being that Carl was in production, he had to shoot the scene, so he couldn't be in the scene. However, Bando and DJ were the top two people that I felt comfortable being vulnerable with about this. You know, I film a lot with Bando and DJ. Like if you watch the season, you will see that I filmed the most with Bando and DJ. If Carl didn't have to do chasing, it probably would have been a lot with me, Carl, Bando, and DJ. But I filmed a lot with Bando and DJ. A lot. So I'm very nervous about episode 5. And I'm gonna continue to do what I've been doing, and that is not look at these blogs and these tea times and shit like that when that episode come out, because anything foul being stated about me when that episode come out, I'ma flash the fuck out. Because they took a lot out of me to put that out there. It took a lot out of me to do that. And I know people back home gonna see this episode, and it's gonna be a lot of questions being asked to me about this particular situation based off of who that person is. And child, listen. So yeah. I think the bigger difference is that you will speak your feelings, but it's never nasty or malicious. Funny as fuck, but never mean spirited. Yes, very mean. It's not very. It's never going to be mean spirited. Whenever I go into any conversation with anybody, whether I like you or not, my goal is not to disrespect you or just be an ass. And that is the reason why people like to call me sensitive when I defend myself. But it's like, I'm not coming into this situation being an ass. I'm literally coming on with love. You know what I mean? So that's why I take things the way that I take them sometimes, because I don't really be on that. So why are we doing that? You feel what I'm saying? So you would say that those three are your friends. Coming into this show, I would say that. Over time, me and JT's relationship has grown. There's still some kinks there, but over time, it has grown. It's the relationship as of December the 25th is much better than what it was in May when we first shot our very first scene together. It's much better than where it was before then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know that it's very different. Don't be nervous. I can't wait for your live. Your real supporters will be supporting. You're doing good. Thank you. Kudos to you being real and sharing authentic things about your life, baby. It was so much shit going on as we filmed this show. Y'all, it was so much. Like, I was having I was on the verge of a mental breakdown. That's why I had that scene with Bando and DJ, because I was on the verge of having a mental breakdown because I was struggling with this shit that I talked about in that scene for a minute. And I was just having nightmares and stuff, and I had to talk to somebody about it. And then my family issues was going on, and then I was having trouble financially because paying for my book, trying to pay for a venue. I was losing money, and I was broke as hell going into that damn event for my book release. I was broke as fuck during that time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm the motherfucker that normally have the money. I'm normally the one that don't have to worry about no finances, but from August to October, a nigga was broke. But the thing about it was the bills were paid and I was still able to get the work. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm very appreciative of our friendship and grateful to be involved in telling your story. Thank you so much, JT. I appreciate that. Is that Bando in the bit? I told you, Bando is gone. Bando left an hour before the Chasing Atlanta trailer came out. Bando is gone. Shit. I love the show. Thank you. I know this is easier said than done, but do not flash out if people talking shit. Keep your power. Don't give the satisfaction of letting someone get you out of character. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was so disappointed in myself when I crashed out on Thanksgiving, because I felt like I allowed myself to be taken out of character. And JT was not trying to hear that. I wouldn't say she cussed me out, but she let me have it a couple of times and told me, you don't owe nobody no motherfucking apology. You don't owe nobody shit. You have been holding this shit in for a long time. Why are you apologizing? Why do you feel bad? Why do you do blah, 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 blah? Even too feisty. A lot of folks will hit me up, like getting mad at me because I was feeling I felt like I embarrassed myself when I went off like that. But, it is what it is. What do you think about Mendici revealing that he and Yandy have been separated for? I haven't seen the interview yet, but I definitely plan on covering the shit tomorrow. I like the show. I just can't review it because I would curse people out over you. Hey, the people don't mind. JT don't mind it. JT don't mind getting cussed out. She love it. Scotty, can you please shout out my granddaughter Tanaya? She knows I live for you and T. Well, shout out to you, Tanaya. Okay, I hope you've had a great Christmas. Let me see. The scene ATL is definitely in a lane of its own, giving us different perspectives that feel fresh. And you know what? Let me also say this too, because I was over on Harviana's live earlier today because they were talking about like the Chasing Atlanta trailer, which is good. Okay, I told y'all that season is going to be good. Okay, it's so good. That trailer was good as fuck. Okay, just let you know that. But somebody in the comments was telling Carl, well, why you couldn't do the scene like this? Why you couldn't make the scene happen like this? Because truth be told, Chasing, this is better than the scene, no shade. Why are we even being compared to Chasing Atlanta? Why? We're not competing with Chasing Atlanta, number one. And number two, the show is not the same as Chasing Atlanta. You know what I mean? And I could be the first to say that their season is fucking good. It's a blockbuster season. It's going to be amazing. You know what I mean? But we are a new show. We're going through our growing pains with said show, but our show is not bad. It's just that when you see a show like us, people want a bunch of drama and all that other shit. They want us fighting and all that other stuff because we're not doing that. It's whatever. But This is a group of people that actually know each other. Is a group of friends, and we have our disagreements. And I know for me, I don't go hard on my friends. I really don't be trying to go left with them. It's a certain type of thing. And so this show only been around for about a month. Not even a month. It ain't even a month yet. It's been 3 weeks now since the show came out. So just give us a shot. Just give us a chance. You feel what I'm saying? But season 2 gonna be the shit. I'm gonna tell you that. Season 2 gonna be every motherfucking thing, okay? JT and Carl already getting prepared for season 2 already. Season 2 gonna be good. We're gonna have new faces and all that. So some of the people that they want to bring on, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be good. Season 2 probably gonna be better than season 1, which is fine, but it's gonna be good. Your show is brand new. Chasing has been around for years, so the comparison is unfair. Exactly. They are two different journeys. Exactly. Some people only watch just to hate. Oh, absolutely. How you know I'm gonna cuss out JT? I actually like her messy ass. See, here's the thing with JT, right? Before the show came out, we all, including JT, just knew that the girls was gonna hate her when the show came out. But then we look at the response, and people love JT. The people love JT. Like it's like they love me, they love Carl, they love JT. I see a couple of people loving DJ. There's people that it's like a mixed bag with Bando. Like people like Bando, but then with the stuff that's being talked about on the show, like they're skeptical of him, but they don't hate him. Like I don't see nobody in the comments saying that they hate him. It's like a mixed bag. Like they don't really know what to say about Bando. They don't know how to feel about Bando right now because of the things that's being talked about. But they don't outright hate him. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got Delon. People like Delon, but they are not seeing a lot from Delon right now, which you probably will see moving forward. But what I will say about this cast is that there's not a person that everybody hates. I think typically everybody on a cast is liked, which is very different. You know what I mean? Everybody's liked on the cast. There's some that's liked more than others, but everybody on the cast is liked, if you get my drift. I don't think there's anybody on the cast that anybody hates. You feel what I'm saying? Because we kind of all felt like JT was going to be hated. Even she did. Bando is funny. He is. That's one funny motherfucker, I promise. I don't watch Chase. I only watch your reviews about it. The scene is more interesting. I would rather the shade and disagreement of real friends than constant competition between enemies and frenemies. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't like James. Well, James ain't coming back, so James ain't coming back. That episode, the last week episode about the $20 and stuff. That's the last episode that y'all gonna see him in. Y'all not gonna see him no more. He quit after that scene, and I was trying to get him to come back, but he cursed me out. He cussed me out, but then he apologized though. I was in my producer bag. I wanted him to come back, but everybody wanted him to come back though. Everybody. If Bando is ever interested in a rebrand, tell him to holler at me. These other folks don't know what to do with Bando. Let me see. Bando had me clutching my pearls about that $20. Hell, we all We all were clutching our pearls about that. We all were. And I felt bad that it happened like that. Like, I really felt bad because it looked like a setup. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it looked like a setup, but it wasn't a setup. But everybody knew about that, though. Before the show started, everybody had heard that before the show even came on. Like, before we even started filming, like, I had been heard about that a long time ago. But again, I didn't know him like that. Like, I met him twice, and I wasn't living in Atlanta when he was dating Carl. So I didn't really know him like that. I never really just had like no conversation or nothing with him. I didn't get a chance to have no conversation with him while we were shooting the show. And I was looking forward to getting to know him. But hey, isn't James the ex of Carl? Yep. But I will say that he gave me one of my favorite lines of the season. When he said, "Name a bitch that had to pay it. Name a bitch that had to pay it. Name a bitch that had to pay." That lives rent free in my head. That is one of the reasons why I wanted that boy to stay on that motherfucking show, because I think he would have made a great villain. He would have made a great villain for this show. And I was trying to get him to come back after that. Like, it was a moment where he was gonna come back. Like, it was gonna be set up to where I would bring him back into the scene. Like, I was gonna, we planned the whole scene. We were supposed to do a sit down. We were supposed to talk, and I was gonna say, I really didn't know that was gonna happen, and I apologize to you if you feel set up, and I want you to come to the wind down and all that. But it just didn't happen. And one thing about it, Bando did not care about that boy coming back. He said, "Hell yeah, he can come back. Let him come back. Let him come back." And I'm like, this motherfucker don't take nothing seriously. I'm like, he don't take nothing seriously. But he didn't mind coming. He didn't mind him coming. Everybody wanted him to come back. So, But that was a crazy reality TV moment. Was that right there? Like, that was fucking crazy. And let me see. And the gag is, I was prepared to read him for I thought it was gonna be JT. Cause in the scene that me and her did, y'all know they did a flashback while we were at the listening party. Cause that scene where me and her went for an hour. Cause y'all didn't even see us eat our food. That scene went on for an hour, and she drugged the hell out that boy in that scene. So I was under the impression that when we got to the listening party, she was gonna come for him at the listening party. I knew that it was gonna be some banter with JT and Bando, but I knew that I just knew that JT was gonna come for him because based off of what she said. No, 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 Bando. I did know that you knew because I was there when you found out. Remember? I was there when you found out. But yeah, I knew that listening party was gonna be explosive, but not like that. And JT was just so thrown off by the whole thing that she couldn't say nothing. Everybody's mouth was like, and I was like, oh my God. I thought that him and Bando was gonna fight. I just thought I thought all of that. Now, let me tell y'all some other stuff that's been going on, y'all, since we on here. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here now, because it was only supposed to be an hour, but I'm enjoying talking to y'all, and I can't believe it's 155 of y'all up in here. But let me tell y'all. So now that the show is on, there are people coming out of the woodwork with bullshit, right? Now, we went through a period last week where we were all being spammed. I was being spammed. Carl was being spammed. JT was being spammed. Now Bando being spammed. First, they say Scotty and Bando got a fake ass relationship. But then they turn around and say Bando cheating on Scotty. So it's kind of like, okay, so if me and Bando are in a fake ass relationship, then how is he cheating on me? How is he cheating on me then if it's a fake ass relationship? Bando live with his best friend. Girl, Bando hasn't lived with his best friend in over a year now. He had left the best friend's house before like weeks before I came to Atlanta. Okay, let's be for real. Then, oh, do you know about his poly relationship? Girl, that happened before me. I already knew about that because he told me he was in a poly relationship before. He even said it in his interview with YB that he was in a poly relationship. So all this shit that you're telling me, I already know about all of this. So what am I supposed to do with this information? Am I supposed to not fuck with Bando no more because you saying all of that? None of that is going to stop nothing going on between me and Bando. Not a damn thing. So I don't. Then they're spamming Carl's DMs. Then they spamming every single video that Bando was a part of, repeating the same thing. Then they gonna say JT fucking Bando but be all up in Scotty face and JT fucking Bando. When they said that, I knew that they were full of shit when they said that. Because I'm like, oh Lord, this is just a troll. This is just a troll now. I was sitting when I saw that, I was just like, you just made that up. You just made that up. Like that's what it was given. And I just couldn't understand. I'm like, but see, I knew this was gonna happen, and we all laughing because it's like, okay, so you just wait till I drop my receipts. You just wait till I drop my receipts. And then Bando telling them to drop the receipts. Drop the receipts then. Because all the shit that you're talking about is old. So it is what it is, you know. But you can see a whole lot of like with me and Bando, like you gonna see us building a friendship again. And it's a moment where I was like, we're friends. I'm just accepting the fact that that's my homie right now. Blah blah blah. Then by the time we get to like episode 6, the dynamic of the friendship changes again, and then you see that it's more to it than just a platonic friendship by the time we get to episode 6. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna be friends, knowing damn well things change towards the end. So it's just like, you know. Let me see. Bando, you do come with a lot of drama. I can't quite figure out why you're so attracted to the mess. Sometimes the mess really be coming to him. Sometimes he don't start the mess. Sometimes the mess comes to him. And then I get caught up in a crossfire because I'm connected to him. And that's okay. I'll take the bullet. It's fine. But, you know, it is what it is. And if you want me to be honest, the bad boy thing about Bando is the thing that attracts me. I'm tickled. But it is what it is. Feisty, shut the hell up. Don't nobody owe you no damn explanation. No way. Shut up. She swears she Gail King. But Scotty, stop the cap. Y'all be tongue kissing. Who said we don't? Who said we don't? JT seen us kiss many times. Off camera. Tramiel seen us kiss plenty of times. Carl seen us kiss many a time. Let me shut up. We are not Jay Z and Beyonce is a stretch. So, how did you meet Bando? Um, so this is how this happened, right? Um, so here's the thing. I saw Bando on the way up Atlanta. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that show or not, but it's called On the Way Up Atlanta. My friend DJ was also a cast member on that show, which is why I was watching that particular season because because of the fact that because of the fact that he was on it. So I was watching the very first episode and I saw Bando pop up, and then I paused the TV and I text DJ and I said, "Okay, DJ, I want your friend." He said, "Who?" And I told him who. And the next thing you know, he put me and Bando in some group texts and shit like that. And I was coming to Atlanta for my birthday. And then Bando asked it was he invited to my birthday dinner, and I said, "Oh, I'll invite you, I'll tell you." My dumb ass didn't even tell him about the dinner when I came here. And then so that was the end of that. So it was kind of like, okay, whatever. So then later on down the line, we started back chatting again. And I had asked to promote his music. And then it was kind of like, okay. So he was promoting his music, and then we went out to brunch that day. And then the brunch was really what led to everything else. But Bando had clocked me though, because the night that we went out to the club, we went to the club. Me and him went to the club the same night of the same day of the brunch, and so it was kind of like this. He said, "Why you didn't invite me to your birthday dinner?" I said, "I did." And then he said, "No, you didn't." And then I said, "No, yes, I did. Let me go back in these messages and see." And then I said, "Oh, I never did tell you." And then that was the end of that. But we had a good time that night. So if you want to know how I met Bando, that is how I met Bando. It's mainly because of the whole DJ thing. He was on the way up. DJ put us together, and that's what happened. So yeah. No, I didn't skip the fight scene. I like the energy space you're in now. You've been so much happier since starting this new chapter. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Everything is cool. Everything is kosher. I'm in a great place now. So DJ, so DJ gets an automatic rolling with. If there was a wedding with Scotty and Bando, DJ would have to sing. And I have a need for DJ to sing one of my favorite songs, and that is Tears of Joy by Faith Evans. Or one of Bando's favorite songs, and that is Stingy by Genuine. That's one of Bando's favorite songs. Um, Merry Christmas, Scotty. I really enjoyed your breakdown of Keisha Cold Sores, bro. Cold Sores. Oh my God. I still got to cover the rest. I'm going to start on that tomorrow. Let me see. Y'all gonna quit bringing up that fight episode. One day, Bando was gonna surprise everybody and go Bruce Leroy on all y'all 304s. Jackie Chan keep playing. Listen, I don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Big Bando. But I'm telling y'all just stay tuned though. Y'all just stay tuned because Bando got a lot to show y'all. He got a lot to tell y'all. All of that. So I love it. Oh, feisty girl, shut up. Yes, Bando. I love you, Bando. Love my Bando. Um, but I can't wait for y'all to see Bando meet my mom and my dad on the show. That's one of the things that I want y'all to see. That is one of the things I want y'all to see. Cause even in that scene, he was trying to goat my mom into cussing him out. Let me tell y'all, Bando loves starting with my mom. They always arguing all the time. They talked earlier though. They talked earlier on FaceTime earlier today. My mama was like, he was like, "What's up, mama? What's up?" And she was like, "What's up, nigga?" Waiting to pop off on him. Let me see. Yeah, he was sober. We hadn't even drank. We hadn't at that point we hadn't drunk had no alcohol yet. We didn't start drinking till after the scene was over. That's when we started drinking. My mama was there. My mama and my dad was there. And my brother. Like, it was everything. Like, look, Bando do not be that drunk. Don't do that. He said, "Feisty, please." But I will say this though, regardless of, I ain't gonna say turmoil because it really wasn't turmoil with me and JT. It's just growing pains. JT has come out and spoken up for all of us on this show. She has jumped in a line of fire for everybody. And she just did it for me the other night, and I ain't want her to. I really didn't need her to go live and cuss nobody out. Okay. So, but she did that. That's one thing I can say. But she fuck with you, she fuck with you. And the cousins, child. Oh, yes, you and my cousins. My cousins made Bando just a tad bit emotional. Just a little bit, just a tad bit emotional. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Let me see. Um, I got some more books to send out too. I got like 4 more to go. But it goes to show y'all how much I love y'all because I actually had ran out of pre-order books that I had, and I had to purchase more books for y'all, so y'all could get y'all books. So I love y'all just that much. I want to make sure y'all got y'all books. Bando, they did not bully you. Don't do that. Scotty, you gonna do part 3 and 4 Ellis story? Hell, I gotta do part 2 tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna finish that. I'm gonna finish that shit. Bando, please go to hell. Look at JT. JT and Bando give a Gina and Pam tea. You feel what I'm saying? Not a Gina and Pam. They give a Pam and Martin tea. That's what they give, a Pam and Martin. That's what they give. They give Pam and Martin. Okay. JT said, "I live for your cousin, baby." Everybody love my cousins. Everybody, they love my cousins. They love my mama. They love my daddy. They were talking about my daddy was fine. They love my brother. My sister was off to herself, but they love my whole family, child. They ate me up, I fear. JT, see, this is where me and her gonna fall out. Let me see. Scotty got plenty of people that will go to war for him, but he be forgetting this. I don't be forgetting this. I don't. It's just that I'm gonna tell y'all when certain shit happens, I be surprised that y'all be in the building because I don't be thinking y'all be paying attention. Like when everything went down with the Thanksgiving shit, all of y'all was in the motherfucking comments. I was so surprised. I was like, Scotty Gang came, showed up and showed the fuck out, bitch. That came through. I did not know. I love that everybody is protective. Yes, we all are. Feisty want to rebrand me and beat me up so bad. Oh, I sent it to Catherine. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't send it to Catherine. I'm tickled. I'm tickled. It's 11:30. Surprise, how could you not know that we ride hard for you, even old ladies like me? See, the thing is, I don't be thinking that y'all be paying attention to certain platforms. That's the thing. I don't be paying attention to that. So I don't, I was surprised when I seen all that. Are you and your sister doing better in y'all relationship? Well, let me just say this. She came to my book release. She even got me this phone that y'all see. This is a new iPhone she got me. And that's about it. We don't talk like that though. We don't really talk like that. And but it's not awkward. Like if I call my mama on the phone and she's there, we'll talk to each other or whatever. But that's just pretty much adjusted that. It's just complicated, like I would chalk it up to say that me and my sister, um, we just we don't the personalities just don't mesh. That's really what I chalk it up to because it's been like that since we were kids. Like we just don't really mesh like that. We fought many a times growing up. We just don't mesh. We'll get along for a minute, then we don't. And then, as I've gotten older, I'm just over the bullshit. So, but me and her are okay. We ain't beefing. We just don't talk like that. Now, me and my baby brother, you already know how that goes. Like, we like this. Me and my baby brother like that. All right. But out of all my siblings, that is the one, my baby brother is the one that I am the closest to. But me and my sister, we okay. We just don't talk like that. You feel what I'm saying? I love your chat, Scotland. Y'all are keep a positive and live for that. Oh yes, honey. The Scotty gang, they are good. They are a good group. Okay, I promise you they are. They are a good group of people, and they gonna step when it's time to. Okay. Let me see. Once y'all come to the place of acceptance with each other, the relationship will grow organically. I think it will. She came to my book release and stuff like that. She met Bando and everybody else there. And she didn't really say much when she was there, but that's because she's kind of standoffish anyway when she don't know you. Same thing with me. So we talked while we were there, and she had said to me while we were at Virgil's, because it was me, her, my dad, my brother, and Bando. We were sitting at the same table. And my my sisters looked at me and she was like, if you want, like she said, you don't never ask me to come to Atlanta and hang out. You don't never ask me to do blah 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 blah. And so I said, well, girl, just say you want to come to Atlanta and hang out with me. Like that's all you got to say. Cause I don't think my sister had ever just been to Atlanta before. Like my sister had been to Miami, she done been to Orlando, she done been to Chicago, Jersey, New York, even over the water to Paris and all that other shit, but she's never been to Atlanta. So that was her first time really being in Atlanta like that. So she was like, "Yeah, you don't never ask me to come and hang out. You don't never really ask me to come and hang out." And I was like, "Girl, just say you want to hang out with me then." You know what I mean? And so it showed that it's like she wants to hang out or wants the relationship to get better. It's just, I don't know. We've been so disconnected for the last 2 years that it's probably going to be a little difficult and a little rough. But I think that we have a chance. If you get my drift, I think we got a chance to get it right. Um, I wish I had that with my other siblings though. Sometimes I wish that things were better with my other brothers and sisters sometimes. But I've decided to go no contact with a lot of them. Um, there's only one sibling on my dad's side that I talk to. And then there's my brother, my baby brother. I mean, my baby brother. Then my sister on my dad's side is only one that I talk to. I don't talk to the rest of them. I don't talk to my grandmother at all. I don't talk to my auntie at all. I don't talk to my first cousin anymore at all. And I've just decided that I'm gonna go no contact with all of them. I'm probably never gonna talk to them again. And I think it's better for me to do that. You feel what I'm saying? It's sad too. I'm finding myself just getting like a little bit. I find myself weeping a little bit. It's kind of sad, especially with my first cousin because I loved her like a sister. But you know, when a person shows you with how they moving, you really don't have no other choice but to allow them to move that way. Because if the relationship with us is only based on if I'm cool with our grandmother or not, or if I'm cool with my auntie or not. If it's based off of that, then what kind of relationship do we have? So whenever I fall out with them, I gotta fall out with you. Whenever the relationship is not positive with them, you feel like you gotta step in and defend them against me when you don't really have to be involved. You could just stay out of it. But now and it's sad too. I hate that. It's sad because I still love her too. But and that's the only first cousin that I have on either side of my family. The only first cousin that I have. And now we're not talking. It sucks. Let me see. Sometimes no contact is the best way to protect your peace and your energy. No sense of pouring into a cup full of holes. That is true. Healthy boundaries is a thing, but also making sure you establish practices that ensure your mental health is protected. That's true. That's very true. I'm just over it. This is why episode 8 gonna hit hard. It is. It really is. It's definitely gonna hit hard. But it's just really all about protecting my peace. Like me and Bando have had these conversations before. We've talked about those things before, and he even encouraged me to, you know, try to, be good with my sister. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the issue with my sister is the fact that I feel like I've always felt she aligns herself with my ops, with my family ops, I ain't saying you can't talk to them, but it just come across a lot of the times that she'll always take their side over mine when they were wrong. It was always I'm the problem and I wasn't the problem. you know. So it's like, why do I want to have a relationship with a person that's going to constantly take the side of people that are like attacking me in a sense? Like, why? So if you want to be over there with them, then you can be over there with them. Then I ain't got to be around you then. But then the same people that she was defending, she don't even fuck with them no more. That's the craziest shit about it. They did her dirty. And I don't know what happened because I wasn't talking to her. So I don't even know what happened between her and them people. Because I wasn't talking to her. And I don't talk to none of them. But you know, I wonder what happened, but I ain't asking. But you know, because in the back of my mind, I'd be like, see, that's what the fuck you get for not being on my side. Why have a relationship with someone who doesn't support you? That's true. And then you know another thing too, like with my dad, like I love my dad to death. Like I love my father. My father is like my best friend. It took us a long time to get here. But a lot of these things could be prevented if my dad would just speak up. My dad don't speak up. He sweeps things under the rug because he don't want nobody to be mad with him. So it's kind of like you're allowing these people to attack me because you don't want to be caught up. And you're looking for me to be the bigger person every single time. But why am I looked to be the bigger person all the time when I'm being attacked by these people? Your mama, your sister, some of your children. I ain't saying step in and just defend me, but what I'm saying is, step in, say something. You know what I mean? Like, let them know that shit ain't cool. And I just let it go, child. I just let it go. Let me see. I feel the same way. He has allowed them to disrespect you to keep the peace for his sake, but not thinking about how keeping the peace for him has hurt you. Right. That's my mom all day. When there's something wrong, she wants to protect wrong. Right. It's like, yeah, you know that this shit ain't cool. You know it is. But you want me to let it go and still have these people around me and still try to have a bond with these people when they ain't even apologizing, they ain't said nothing, they ain't did nothing. You want me to, that ain't cool. That ain't right. How do you expect me to have a relationship with these folks if they not doing right by me? That's weird. Are y'all close in age? Yes, me and my sister. My sister is 35. My sister turned 35 in September, and I'm turning 37 in February. That's how some of the elders work. So glad I went to therapy. I learned I wasn't crazy. It was them because they make me like I'm crazy all the time, Chad. All the time. But here's the thing though. I think that I'm just a person that's breaking the generational curses because all the things that I have said out loud, they have some of these people that I'm not talking to, like my siblings, my cousin, people like that. All the things that I've said out loud, they said it privately to me. They literally agree with what the fuck I be saying. But when I say it out loud for everybody to hear it, they wash their hands of me. Like I said something that was so wrong. Like I was just wrong for what the fuck I said. How am I wrong when y'all agree with it too? That don't make sense, does it? How am I wrong when y'all agree with it too? You know what I mean? So it's just like, how am I wrong when y'all said the same thing? Y'all just not good enough to y'all just ain't got no balls to say it. So once I say it, then everybody blackballs me. Now no one wants to talk to me. But I'm literally saying the same thing y'all been saying behind their back. So it is what it is. Well, Reggie is not a part of this because this is my dad's side. So Reggie really ain't a part of this. Reggie's like my mom's side. And in the moment we don't allow them to disrespect us anymore, then we're deemed disrespectful for having boundaries. Exactly. To tell you the truth, I think there's a hurt part of you that wants to be in proximity to those you love. Hence why I recommend professional help. You love those you share blood with. Yes, I do. I still have love for them. September Virgo or Libra? September Virgo. Don't you have a sister on your mom's side? Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. So here's the answer: when you show leadership and strength in your actions, people notice. People will put expectations of you being better and the better all the time. Right. They use you as a scapegoat. Yes, they do. But I feel like I'm breaking generational curses because they are absolutely okay with the toxicity. They're okay with the toxic family dynamics. They're fine with it. I ain't fine with it. I'm the one that's going to speak up. They're not. So that's why I'm far away from them. I don't talk to them. I don't intend on being in their space or nothing. And my dad doesn't like that either. Like he's saying, when was the last time you talked to your sister? Or when was the last time you talked to your brother? I don't talk to them. They ain't blowing up my phone trying to call me either. So what the fuck am I trying to call them for? You feel what I'm saying? So no. Mm-mm. Yes, Scott, I feel you on that. I speak the real issues and problems, and they agree and moan, but then they just carrying on upholding the BS. Exactly. And I can love you from a distance and keep that negativity over there. Right. That's what I'm saying. But see, I'm in the same seat as my mama because my mama is the black sheep in her family. She's the black sheep. My mama don't fuck with nobody. My mama don't fuck with her mama. My mama don't fuck with none of her cousins but one or two. She don't fuck with none of her well, all her aunties dead except for one. She only fuck with one auntie, and then that's it. All she got is her kids, her first cousin, which is a brother, her other first cousin. Well, when I say her brother, that they don't consider themselves cousins, they consider themselves brother and sister. So that's why I call him Uncle Mark, because he really my cousin, but Uncle Mark is him, then my cousin Sean, my auntie Bobby, and that's it. That's all. Let me see. Damn, what I do, Scotty? You ain't said nothing else. You know how I rock with you. Gonna cuss me out if I said something. What you talking about, Brandon? I understand that part. I think many black families are afraid to address the dysfunction that contributes to why the family dynamic is the way that it is. Exactly. When you're doing better, others think they can stay toxic and always have an excuse for staying toxic. Exactly. Are you the oldest, Scotty? It seems like when you are, everybody wants you to be the bigger person. Nope, I'm not relinquishing my peace to protect others' feelings. So let's be clear here. When it comes to my dad, I was believed to be the oldest. I was believed to be the oldest for the first 8 years of my life. I think I was believed to be the oldest. Up until we found out that he had another child before he started dating my mama. And me and my brother Anthony are a couple of months apart. Like sometimes we're the same age, sometimes we're not. Um Anthony is Anthony just turned 37 in August. I turned 37 in February. So for months we're the same age. So that's what happened. So we didn't know anything about Anthony until I got a little older, and I did not meet Anthony until I was 12. But the thing about Anthony is I don't talk to Anthony, but we don't have any problems. And out of all of my siblings, Anthony was the first sibling that I came out to and told that I was gay. He accepted me right off the bat. And we both share the same grievances with our family because just like him, he has another mom. I have another mom just like he do. We share the same dad. So, you know, it's just, I think the reason why we don't talk is because he's in a different world than me. Like he's in that rough shit. I ain't about that rough life. He is. So that's probably why we don't talk. But that's it. Thank you, Boss Keon. Yes, I'm an Aquarius. So yeah, that's what happened. So I'm actually the second oldest. But although I'm the second oldest, I'm called the most responsible one too. So, you know. Is Anthony no contact with your family as well? Nope. He actually has a relationship with them. But he is the only one who doesn't blackball me though. Shit, because they do it to him too. We got that in common. They blackball him too, but he'll come back around. I won't come back around. That's the difference. But when it comes down to the grandchildren, I'm the lowest at the totem pole. He's just a point above me at being the lowest on the totem pole. So, and he understands me more than anybody else. He understands me more. So, you know. But I feel like I've been up here too long, y'all. I was enjoying this conversation. I think I need to do more lives like this. Because we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about the show. We talked about family dynamics. We talked about our Christmas. We talked about every damn thing already. So I enjoy doing this live. You know, ain't nobody upset with you, Brandon. But I just want y'all to know that I love y'all. I want y'all to know that I had a great Christmas. Thank God I'm off tomorrow so I can continue my rest because I've been asleep most of the day. I've been on and off, on in and out of sleep all day. Bando got me watching them damn scary movies and shit on Christmas Day. But all in all, that's it. That's all. So I'll holler at y'all later. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna get my hair cut tomorrow because I gotta do the rest of my confessional Saturday. So I'm trying to see if I'm gonna get my hair cut sometime tomorrow. I'm trying to see when I'm gonna get it cut. But I should be getting my hair cut today, tomorrow or whatnot. But I enjoy talking to y'all. We're gonna have more convos when I do my 2025 recap live. We're gonna have more conversations like this. And that's about it. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm going to go up in there and make me something to eat real quick. And then I'm going to take my ass to bed. Okay? So with that being said, y'all, I am out of here. Until the next video, I'll talk to y'all soon.
Get that 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch. Hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catch a face, shots fired, catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact, a bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
These bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up, don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my sucker hole, don't ever play us. This the real hustle, we make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit, talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast, fucking with the best. Get money on the east, plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run it south. Bitch, we outside, what you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you?